Boom shakalaka, Bitcoin hits new all-time high. Why price may rebound in the short term, but is more likely to take off the rest of this year. And why alt season may start as early as next week. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, after a long await, Bitcoin has once again hit new all-time highs, breaking $112,000. Why this may not last in the short term, but long term, definitely gonna make this look cheap, and why alt season is just a few days away. Before we get into it, like the video, join us on Twitter through Crypto Love, and of course subscribe to the OG Bitcoin and Crypto YouTube channel, this one. Now, today, fear and greed at 71 in regular greed, not extreme greed, not neutral, just regular greed. You can see it's been pretty much green for the past month. However, dipping down into some neutral during that time. The overall market up, Bitcoin 111,386, Ethereum 2789, XRP 245, BNB 672, Solana 158, Tron 29 cents, Dogecoin 18 cents, and Cardano 63 cents. Now, if we take a look at Bitcoin, take a look at this. Broke up to $112,000, has come down just a little bit. Look at how close we are to the neckline of this inverse head and shoulders. That will put Bitcoin price roughly between $140,000 and $160,000 if it breaks through that neckline at about $113,000, less than 1% away from where the price is right now. Ooh, that's getting exciting. But before price goes up, it may come down, because as price goes up, the degen longs hop on board almost immediately. So you can see here the traders heavily longing Bitcoin. This liquidity might be swept up very fast before Bitcoin continues to pump. So before going back up, may come down even all the way to about $108,000 down there, scoop up all of them before going back up. We are at the most important level for Bitcoin to break. You can see there are these sideways consolidations during the summer. You sell in May, you go away, and then generally July towards September is when things start to take off once again. Could we break through this critical resistance with a nice inverse head and shoulders in there as well? Goodness, do I hope so. And it appears like we are still very, very early in this cycle. The realized cap HODL waves are much better than the standard HODL waves to identify where we are in Bitcoin's cycle. We don't have any large red HODL waves up at this point yet. Towards mid-cycle, we're still very early based on that. And if we take a look at the Puell multiple phases, it's been the longest time between waves 3 and 4 of the Puell multiple we've seen, which is very interesting. Wave 3 is the mid-top correction end. Wave 4 is the pre-cycle top when it breaks above this red area right here. And guess what? The phases overall couldn't look more on track. Bitcoin's not done. It's just going to take a little bit longer than it has historically. Bitcoin does have some catching up to do, not only with previous cycles like 2020 and 2016 right here, but even with just the average right here. So these are all suggesting that Bitcoin price is going up in the long term. And if we take a look at how Bitcoin long-term holders have behaved during bull runs, in every previous bull run, as the long-term holder supply decreased, the price increased. Well, if we take a look at this one so far, long-term holder is increasing as the price is climbing. What does this mean? This means that convicted hodlers, I would think probably convinced hodlers, not convicted hodlers, but convinced hodlers are waiting for much higher prices. Everybody is looking for the price to go much higher. No one thinks this is the top. Now, this is a very interesting chart. This is the average Bitcoin up months by year. You can see we're in 2025 right now. It is not, the year's not complete, but if we take a look, this is the lowest year in history for Bitcoin. Right now, Bitcoin is a compressed spring, the average up month. So you take all the positive months, add them up, and divide by the number of positive months. For Bitcoin, this has been at least 16%. This year, it's only 9%, suggesting future positive months will be much higher than 16% per month to get it back up towards the average. And if we take a look at those years that were the bull years, 2017, 2021, these were well above 25. So it would have to go even higher to get towards that average territory for Bitcoin. Now, this is a chart everyone's been talking about, global M2 with Bitcoin. You can also pair it up with altcoins. You can see by any metric, we are very far behind global M2. So as more money is being printed, well, eventually these assets will continue to go up. We are in this slow upturn period. Nothing interesting happening from every angle across crypto. Something is obviously missing from the cycle. The bull run for Bitcoin, the bull run for altcoins. And if we take a look at this point, there's two choices. You give up out of boredom and fear, which is essentially what most people will need to do before things take off, or continue to wait for the best part of the cycle. I mean, take a look at this. It's just a slow upturn in red before things take off in green. Only a matter of time at this time, because take a look. Huge breakout for total market cap excluding Bitcoin. We have a cup and handle right here. We have a falling wedge retesting the top of this giant wedge right here. This pump is likely to send altcoins to the moon as early as next week. Between alt season peaks, there's generally consolidation of 32 bars and then a pump of 4 bars. Well, take a look. We are right there at the end of that 32 bar consolidation. That means the next 4 years, I hope 4 years, I wish, the next 4 weeks could be bananas for altcoins. And that's all for this episode. So if you enjoyed it, like the video, check out some of our shorts, and I'll catch you later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
Boom. Shakalaka.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.